joined here about 7 years ago, I thought it was going to be a place that I was just going to come for a weekend, go to a fire, and then go home back to my home department. And that proved to be wrong. I'm here, 36 to 48 hours a week now, and it's become my home department. Like, this is the place I call home, and that was kind of a big thing. Well, because of the culture here. Like, so everyone here has the same mindset. Like, we all really are into the job. Like, we really like being firefighters, and we all have a really strong desire to continue to get better, and it just doesn't stop. Like, everyone just keeps wanting to get better. Like, we go to training, we go out to India a lot, and we just want to just be the best we can be at, putting water on fire and searching for victims.
I'll tell you, right? Go ahead, Matt.
And it helps that we get a decent amount of fires too.
For sure, right?
Yeah.
That's a big part. And I will say, like, the couple times that I've been here and getting to know Kevin, chief of the department, right, so on, and getting to know you guys, it really is this culture of belonging, right? Like, not just anybody is riding here. Not just anybody is putting that time commitment into what you guys do here. So it takes a certain type to be here.
Yeah, so what I would say is, like, we run recruit classes every year, multiple a year, and unfortunately, we run a class of 20, we might keep 5 for the time, like, that I've been here, Matt's been here, right, like that. So, like, it's hard to get somebody, like, it's not everybody, this isn't for everybody, and people come and try it, and, they might not like it, and that's fine, like, as long as they get it, but, when we do get the people that really buy into it, it's something special, because we're all the same mindset. So we all sit around the kitchen table, and we talk about other stuff, but most of the time we're talking about how to stretch the line better, how to make a search better, what's the best technique for this, what's the best technique to get this door open. And it's not even organized training, it's just you sit at the kitchen table, and before you know it, you're 45 minutes into a forcible entry conversation that wasn't even planned.
Right.
That's the stuff that makes this place great. There's no schedule for training. There's no really, we document it and we keep track of it, but it just
it's constant.
The spontaneousness of it just is fantastic.
What we need, not necessarily just to check a box, like stuff that's going to actually help us do the job better.
I think that's big about here is like, all these paper certificates look great. They do look great. Somebody's got underwater dive bomb technician. That's fantastic, right?
But can you force the door?
But I'd rather have like the most realistic fire training, the most useful fire training than a stack of paper this big on the floor with all my training certificates.
So how does the recruit class work for like prospective members?
So what we do is we run it 3 times a year. We have 5 company meetings a year, so we run them, in coordination with the company meeting, so we can bring them into the meeting, and then that next weekend they're coming in to recruit school. So it's 3 days. It's an evening of all classroom, so it's how we operate, how the county operates, and kind of our mindset, and then
riding positions, tool assignments,
stuff like that. And then it's 2 days worth of practical. So the first day is 3 skill stations in the morning and 3 in the afternoon. And it's stretching hose lines, doing searches, forcing doors, and throwing ladders. It's pretty much the basics. And then you kind of get evaluated on that day. And we clear you for either engine or engine and truck. So engine guys are more of the ones that are coming in with a little less experience.
Right.
Need a little bit more guidance. And then the people we clear engine and truck, we're a little bit more comfortable on letting them operate in a truck sense without a hose line.
Sure.
And then the last day is a very, very good RIT Mayday talk from Captain Haley from the Wilmington Fire Department.
That was Caesar.
It's one of the best RIT Mayday talks I've ever heard. And then in the afternoon, it's vehicle extrication. So we'll get 3 cars, and you're not really evaluated on that day. We just kind of want to show you, hey, this is how we cut cars, because we do cut a lot. We have I-95, we have Route 1, Route 40, and even the smaller streets, like, we get some pretty bad wrecks there, and we need to know, like, hey, you're going to be able to cut this car open. So that's pretty much the culmination of the weekend. And then at the end of the weekend, we send everyone's clearances out. Like, hey, you're cleared engine and truck, you're cleared this, and then I send it out all to the officers, and then you get gear through Matt, and then you start riding.
Yeah. And then through that process, right, like a lot of people that come to that rookie class are coming with prior experience, right?
Yes.
I mean, that's typically
majority,
the type of people you're getting here, right?
We do get some people that are no experience, but we want to put them through that just so they get exposure to this. Like, it's to get them exposure, and it's to make sure, hey, is this what you want to do?
Yeah.
Is this what you want to do? Just make sure this is what you want to do. And then we also require 3 3 non-operational ride-alongs before you can even apply, just to make sure that this culture is going to fit for you.
Yeah.
Some people, and it's fine if some people do 1 or 2 and then they're like, hey, this isn't for me. Okay, that's fine. But we just want to make sure that the culture here is going to be a right fit for you.
17, 20 runs a day at times.
Yeah, no, it gets crazy here. And then there's, your days where you'll do 1. And
Yeah.
the bouncing back and forth between that is pretty
Like
crazy.
today, we show up, white cloud.
Right? Yesterday we had
Yesterday
we had
you ran
17
nonstop.
runs in 24 hours.
And that was
so.
runs before you got here, and they'll probably be on.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely. Last time I was here, the minute I left, building fire came in, like literally 5
Probably,
minutes
that's
later.
usually how it goes when we have visitors.
Let me ask you this, Mac. Jump in here too, bro, if you don't mind. Let me ask you guys this: what, outside of all of that, what does it do for you personally? Like to be involved in a department like this with a culture, this fast-paced culture, going to work with like-minded guys that just are into the job, and that's what you do. When you're here from sun up to sundown, you're talking about the job.
It kind of, first of all, it made me realize I want to be a firefighter for a career instead of a police officer, which is pretty good. No offense to any police officers out there. But second, it prepared me for, going and working in other places. Like, I feel pretty comfortable in my skill set, and
Yeah.
it prepared me to go out there and do this job. So, I mean, it definitely brought me a lot of experience. It brought me a lot of good lessons. Some lessons learned the hard way, getting yelled at,
Sure.
messing up. So I'm glad I was here. I'm glad I'm still here. It continues to help me in my fire service career every day.
That's cool.
So I was here when we were still a home response department, and it was a completely different culture. I've watched this place grow from like a family firehouse to basically a modern urban suburban department that is staffed 24 hours a day. Back when I first joined, we were still doing home response. There were crews in-house, but not 24 hours a day necessarily. And there were times I'd come up and we'd wait for a driver or something like that, and then we would go. So it's kind of cool to be a part of it now still, after watching it from its humble beginnings turn into what it has now.
Yeah.
And like for me, this place has prepared me for my job outside of here, like better than I could have ever been prepared. Like when I made lieutenant at work, my only fear going forward was the paperwork, administrative, personnel issues of it. The riding the front seat of the fire engine part, I knew that I was going to be fine at because I had more than enough
Yeah.
experience riding here. And I just feel like I wouldn't really be as successful in my work had I not had the preparation from being here.
Working here as an employee,
Yeah.
honestly, I have the best job in the world. Like Del said, you get to be with like-minded people. We're busy, so training can only take you so far until you go and get the real-life repetitions.
That's right.
And going to a lot of runs allows you to take your skill set to that next level of getting real-life experience to go along with the training. And we have such a good relationship with the volunteers and the employees. You come in here and you see everybody. You probably can't tell
It's seamless.
who's who. you
Yeah.
know. Everybody dresses the same. Everybody acts the same.
Yeah.
Everybody respects each other, which is not the case everywhere.
That's not the norm.
And we're very, very lucky to have that as part of our culture.
Yeah.
And
I'm actually proud of the combination system we
I
have because
love-
I've been
yeah.
in Prince George's County, didn't have as great a combination system in my experience, and I feel like this place is the model for which others should make their
Everywhere I
system.
go, I tell them I'm a member of a combination department, and they go, "Oh, that must be terrible. Like, you must guys fight all the time." It's like, no, actually, it's the exact opposite. Like, I'll be riding the seat with a career guy driving me and 2 volunteers and a career guy in the back, and we'll go to work like a crew, and there is no, you don't catch a seam anywhere in there. We'll go to work and we'll do our jobs, and it's just like we're all
Kind
the
of caught
same.
lightning in a bottle with this.
Yes.
We don't know how we got to this point, but like this is, it's like he said, very seamless.
there's no animosity one way or the other. Everybody's open for the ball busting. Like
Yep.
what goes around comes around. But like Del said, it's just seamless with the way it goes. I get to come 48 hours a week and get paid to hang out with my friends. And that's why I look at it. I
Yeah.
get to go to fires. So
Yeah.
can't beat it.
Well, I'll tell you from an outsider looking in and being here a couple times and getting to know your chief and getting to know you guys, it's the culture that matters, right? Like for you guys to be here in a combination department where typically there is a lot of friction within, In this place, there is not. When you walk in, I don't know who's working and who's here because they want, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
there's none of that, right? It is very seamless. And I think with that comes why it works so well. Because you guys set the table, you set the floor for everybody to understand when they come in this door, all that nonsense that usually is outside these doors doesn't get brought in here.
And we're very protective of the culture.
Oh,
But-
yeah.
Yes.
Because
You have to be.
You don't want to ruin it. So, when we have an opening for a career position, like, people know people. And, if you're somebody that we think probably not going to fit, like, it's probably not going to happen, And it's just because we know that what we have here is rare, and we can't let, one person take that down.
I also think we're so busy, like at times, like we don't
There's
have
not
time.
enough
We don't
time
have
to do
time
that.
for that. Like, you want to have a problem with somebody because they're getting paid and you're not. Like, I don't have time for that.
I have never
We're
even
going
heard
out the
that
door
being
17
Right.
times a day.
Right. That's
Like,
never
I don't
even
have time to deal with you having a problem with somebody else because this
Yep.
and that. Like, it's just leave it alone. Like, if you don't like it, doors over there.
Never compromise your values, keep your values strong, and they'll come, right? And
Yeah.
when you build that infrastructure, it only attracts the best. So, fellas, thank you. Thanks for
Thank
your
you very
time.
much.
Thanks for having
Appreciate
us here
it.
today.
Thank you very much.
Lee, you're leaving a guy hanging. Good seeing you, brother. Absolutely. Matt, thank you very much, man. Yeah, Matt, thank you, brother.
Lee, was nice to meet you, bro.
Yeah, absolutely. Nice to meet you guys. Nice to meet you.
Guys, thanks for tuning in. Christiana Fire Company, number 12 in Delaware. Lee Schaffer, Hi-VIZ Lighting. We're going to be doing a lot more of this, pal.
Absolutely. This week.
I love it.
We're on it.
And I'm Jeremy with National Fire Radio. Thanks for tuning in. Check out Christiana on social media. It's one of the best companies in the country. Catch you later. Be safe. Thanks for tuning in.